Hello everyone, Indian Outlaw here. Of course, this is the Indian Outlaw Show, episode 2. And I know there's all kinds of news going on out there, and I'm sure there's stuff that everybody else also wants to sit there and worry about. But here's a little bit of news that's real news, and I guarantee you won't find this kind of stuff on the mainstream media. But anyhow, here we go. It says, breaking. White House comments if Trump will use executive order to block Comey. It says, the White House will allow the former FBI head James Comey to testify before Congress this week. In a news briefing this morning, the press secretary, Deputy Sarah Huckabee Sanders, noted that while it's the president's right to assert executive privilege, as well establish President Trump in order to promote a swift and thorough examination of the facts, will not utilize his executive privilege to block the testimony of James Comey. The announcement comes after The announcement comes after legal experts told Trump blocking Comey would be extremely difficult, especially since he spoke to the nature of their private conversations public publicity. Comey is set to testify Thursday for the first time since Trump fired him last month. So there you go. A little bit of news tidbits for you. Anyhow. Okay. Anyhow, that's a little bit of an interesting tidbit. Oh, there's also some other stuff too about supposedly Hillary is now going religious per se and starting to pray. I'll read that some other time. Anyhow, tonight, some of the other things that might be interesting is they found the identity of one of the shooters. But I would just want to dwell a little bit on what can happen, like I talked about last night with ISIS camps. Well, excuse me, they're not really ISIS camps. They're Muslim training camps here in America. And about the stuff that's going on. I mean, all over Europe, it's happened. Every time there's something where Muslims are involved, and I believe these are the terroristic Muslims, that something goes down. Let's take France, for example. France sits there and takes these so-called refugees in. What happens? Several people die, and quite a few get injured when a bunch of terrorists, which was claimed later by ISIS, opened fire in the middle of a concert in France. Now, all of a sudden, in England, not once but twice, you have a terrorist group. Again, ISIS claims issues for that. Opens up on a bunch of people in an English street. And the cops say, run, hide. This, my friends, is what happens in a place where, like I said last night, is gun control. What happens if some of these Muslim camps that I told you about last night, any of the possible 23 known ones, or those more that we don't know about, rises up? Is our government going to say, "Oh, go run and hide," or are they going to back us up and allow us to use our rights under the Bill of Rights, which is part of the Constitution. It seems to me most of America doesn't know the seriousness of what this situation can turn into. We need to sit there and write our congressmen, write our senators, and tell them enough is enough. We need to get together and strictly say we want to take America back. Work with our president. He is trying to make this great country great again, and we want to help him, and we need you to do the same. Put your disagreements aside and help stop it. Sit there and help him create a new vetting process to where these sons of bitches won't sneak in our country. Help him do all this stuff. Help him sit there and defund the free money magnet that draws illegal immigrants and all these other people from other countries over to this country. Help him make our country great by bringing our American people out of work that's been out of work for the past 8 years to build things. Here comes the train again. But it seems like every time I do this, a train comes by. Hang on a second, folks. Okay, hopefully that'll be good enough. Still we're using hazardous. Anyways, we need to sit there and let them know the vetting process in this country totally fucking sucks. You know how easy it would be through the process, our vetting process, for ISIS terrorists to sneak into this country? Now, I mentioned the Muslim Brotherhood. Their thing already says, basically, their motto is basically death to the infidels. Now, the infidel means anything Christian, Jewish, etc. Yes, that includes the Catholics, too. Anything that is not of the Muslim or the Islam faith are infidels. That means you, me, the Pope, the Pope, every religion but Islam are infidels, and they want to really screw us over. They want to kill us all. So think about that. Are you prepared to let our children die or raped, or our daughters raped? Not just our regular daughters, but our wives, our granddaughters, daughters 7, 8 years old, granddaughters 7, 8 years old. Are you American people that laid back, that fucking idiotic, that you want this to happen in America? I don't think you'd want your granddaughters to be raped no matter what age they are, let alone your daughters or your wives. Have you seen and read about the mutilation that these son of bitchin' assholes under the name of Islam do to young girls? The mutilation they do to their bodies? You better look at the real world if you don't know about that stuff. Anyhow, I'm trying to watch my time here so I don't go over my time. But, okay, we got a little bit yet. But anyhow, it's ridiculous. And you gotta think, people gotta wake up. This is a country of greatness. We need to put our differences aside. Yes, the liberals are going to moan and groan all the time. And they were part of the globalist thing. They want a one world order. Or the NWO, the New World Order. I don't know how many of you believe in that or not, but it's out there. What do you think Europe is totally united as one? That's part of the one world order idea, or the New World Order, and the globalists. And they want this country to fail and become part of that. They believe in obviously, George Soros is part of that New World Order, believe it or not. Hillary Clinton, the Clinton Foundation, which, like I said last night, they were involved in child porn trafficking. So go figure that. They also, while I'm thinking about it, they also took and bought one of the uranium companies that we had in Canada, bought it out till they got the whole stock, till they got to all the shares. Then they turn around and sell those shares to Russia. No wonder why Putin is the way he is. It's time to think about these things, people. Anyhow, I don't know how close I am to my time running out, but send us an email. Tell us what you think about the show. Tell us what you like to hear, and we'll put it on there. So send us an email with that information, with what you think of the show, etc., to indianoutlaw1954@gmail.com. Again, that email is indianoutlaw1954@gmail.com. And with that, thanks for listening. God bless. God bless America. God bless the President. And God bless our troops. The Indian Outlaw saying, talk to you later.